Ready to start your worker empire and it's all just so confusing? I'm Teddy and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get started with your worker nodes. So, you're ready to start dabbling in workers and you want to know how to get started. Luckily for you, I know how to get you started and I can make you some silver in the process. Stay until the end to hear something you probably didn't know about workers and comment down below if I miss anything or if I just don't know anything. I can always go for more information because I just don't know everything about this game. So, grab your grilled chicken and ready your nodes, let's get into this. So, when you start the game and you start your life skilling tutorial, they'll go ahead and give you a quest to get a lodging and a worker, but if you want any other workers, you can go to the work supervisor in any major town to go ahead and hire another one. Remember, it costs CP, but don't worry guys, with the new contribution update, it's easier to get contribution. So, looking at them, just like the life skills, they do have grades. There's 5. Gray for native, green for basic workers, blue are skilled, yellow is professional, and finally orange is artisan. You have a chance to roll a different grade, with artisan being as little as 1%, but you can get lucky. I've only gotten lucky once. If you don't, well, you can always do a promotion test. They can have a promotion test at level 10, level 20, and level 30, but warning, they can fail. They have 3 times to fail, then they are capped at that grade. The promotion does take 24 hours and it removes them from being able to work until they either pass or fail, so keep that in mind when you go to use that worker for a promotion. Now, let's get a little more in depth with these workers. Their stats dictate how quick and how efficient they can work. Worker speed is how fast your workers work for each task. The strength is how many jobs they can do before they need food. Luck determines the likeliness for getting the rare items while gathering, for example, traces of savagery over lynch farm ruins, and finally, movement speed that dictates how fast they travel from place to place. So, hiring. Hiring is really simple. Look for your local work supervisor. It costs energy to re-roll the search, but it's only 5. Keep that in mind. Once you have the one that you like, simply just hit the hire button. Hiring costs 1 bed from your lodging. Using workers is very simple. For sending them to work on a node, simply click the node you have connected to the town. Clicking on the node, it brings up a menu to send your worker to go work. You can change the amount of times they do the work. I usually do maximum, so I can just hit start work, and I can go. Simply hitting start will send your worker off. Their stats reduce the time needed to do work, so pay attention before you send your workers to do a job. 4 hours is a difference from 2 hours. Your worker used all his energy and he's hungry. To feed your worker, you can either cook up beer, oatmeal, fish fillet chips, freakish snake stew, cheese pie, or grilled bird meat. Any of the blue variants increase the number recovered. I stick with grilled bird meat. It's easier to cook and it is very, very cheap in the central marketplace. And it's also readily available. If your cooking's not high enough, by all means, do go into the central marketplace. You can make the money back. When you have the food, open your worker menu simply by clicking on the pickaxe icon, or your worker tab if you're on the console. I don't know the controls, I do apologize. And you can either feed them manually by clicking on the mug symbol, or you can hit recover all at the very bottom. Depending on how many workers and how much food recovers, depends on the amount of food used. So, moving your mouse or your pointer, depending on if you are on a console, over the skills shows what the skills do. They range from work speed to having a chance to give you materials back from a job. I can go down all the skills, but they're all random, so mixing and matching and paying attention to what skills they are in terms of what job you're doing is very essential. So, now you've waited for that special little secret about workers, huh? Did you know you can get special workers? Now, these workers have special abilities, but here's the catch. You must find them, and they must be earned with 500 amity. These workers have special abilities, but you must earn 500 amity with the NPC beforehand and buy their special contract for 15,000 silver. Playing the amity game with the NPC is an easy way to do it, or you can greet them, but that kind of takes a while to get to 500. Playing the Amity game with the NPC or simply greeting them is 2 ways to go ahead and raise it. Keep in mind, you cannot promote these workers, but you can have multiples of the same name worker, so if you like the bonuses, you can play that minigame again and get another one. Now, because setting up the nodes can be a little bit complex, I'm gonna have to go ahead and make another guide for it. So if you guys were hoping to see how to set up your nodes for your workers, I do apologize. The next video I will come out would be for the nodes, so fear not, don't worry guys, another guide will be out. So if this helped you, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next Black Desert guide. Definitely try to, Hey! Finally, we hit Master 1, guys. Finally. Hell yeah, finally.